You're from F7, right?
I am, mate. Right, I think I might have sorted it. 1 second. There we go. Got it.
Oh, is it working now?
There we go, Dresden. We are in.
We're live. Hello, race
Sorted.
fans. Dresden here. The stream has finally got going. We had some technical difficulties to work out, but Nathan has come through. It looks like we are back on top of things, and still Q1, still plenty of time to go. How you doing, Nathan?
I'm good, Dresden. How are you, mate?
I'm doing great. I had a blast watching the last URL event. I'm hoping tonight is a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, I was absolutely buzzing with round 1, so I'm hoping round 2 is just as good.
Yeah, so you're from F7, is that right?
Yeah, so created F7 about 3 years ago. But it's an amazing league and amazing drivers, as much as these guys are as well.
Yeah, so it's safe to say you're probably biased tonight, is that right?
Yeah, but I'm a very unbiased commentator, don't worry.
Yeah, that's good. A good mix, yeah. I like to be a little biased. I called a few seasons for Slipstream, So I'll be hoping that we can see more points out of them. They did not find any.
In Bahrain,
The first event. No, none on offer there. But F7 and FRL come out of Bahrain 25 apiece. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's close. It was a great race, a really good race. Obviously, the penalty that cost us a lot as well, but it is what it is. We're hoping for a good Chinese Grand Prix.
Well, I didn't follow all the drama behind the penalty, but it was appealed and unsuccessful.
Yeah,
I mean, from the guy with no skin in the game, it's fun to see that it's 25-25 coming into China.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's great for the race fans. But
Sure.
yeah, there's some good races on the track today, and FRL as well are up there again as well, and Purple Sector, they've got some good drivers in today as well.
Yeah, so some of the grids are changing or the grid might change pretty dramatically. So it was a heavy dominance from FRL and F7 last race, but that may not be the case tonight. It remains to be seen. Currently, 3 of the top 5 are Purple Sector F1 guys.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're looking strong already in Q1.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see how that works out.
So we are on board with Sausage Joe at the moment for FRL. Just coming towards turn 12 and 13 now. Down the long straight here in China. Great overtaking spot.
Yeah, it is like the best overtaking. You gotta get my map up.
Yeah, it's such a shame that the DRS starts about halfway down. If it started right out of turn 13, you'd see a lot more overtakes.
Oh, it would be, they have to they've measured that down to what is too powerful and what's not too powerful. You'd have to get that right. It's such a long straight.
Yeah, it's a very, very long straight. He just nearly lost it there, Joe. He's still 4th fastest in Q1, but just coming out of turn 16. The back end just kicked out ever so slightly, and then we've got Mama coming towards the line. P2 at 133.492. Still 3/10 off Mass Junior, but it's a good lap time there.
It is a pretty good lap time. 33.4 is 3/10 back, and Mighty Wombat's only a 10th behind him, but then it's a bit of a step back to QRT.
It is. I think NMX Ace, so he's just going into the pits. I thought he was going to be next. I do think the next driver coming through is an F7 racer. It is. It's Ryan Dypravine, but he's on an outlap. My bad.
Who can we follow? Who's hot? Is Main Wayne starting a hot lap? He's heading into turn 1 now.
He is, yeah.
11.
The Main Wayne. I don't know who he's driving for. I'm just checking now.
Yeah, these blue cars, that's Slipstream Racing.
Oh, is it?
Main Wayne,
okay.
Yeah, and then Davey's got a nice, helpful SSR in his name up there, and they put these light blue cars there, Slipstream.
So he's gone Purple Sector 1, so that's really quick there by the Main Wayne. He does have a driver behind him as well, so trying to keep the pace up. Actually, he's just lost it coming around there slightly. But just coming through Sector 2 at the moment, on the way down to turn 10. I think Hungary's just lost it going around turn 12 there as well. There is a yellow flag. But here comes the Slipstream Racer down towards turn 11. Left-hander. And then you come around the right-hander, that's turn 12. And then straight into 13. And then down the straight. Good driver, the Main Wayne down the long straight. You want to be hitting. It's in kph. I'm used to miles per hour, obviously from England. Yeah. So it's usually about 205 miles per hour when you get into turn 14, but I don't know what it is in kph, so my bad. Out of turn 14 into 15 and down towards 16, you want to cut over the curb slightly, trying not to lose the back end, easy on the throttle, down towards the line. This is quick, and it's P5 in Q1.
Very nice to see Slipstream. Okay, I am going to be a little bit biased, probably. It is good. Good to see a Slipstream racer up there in the top 5.
Wow, Joffrey, fantastic lap
a 33.3, and then now Purple Sector seems very strong here in Q1.
They do. They look really strong. We've got 3 F7 drivers coming through next. Splandy, the Irish driver, just coming out of turn 16, down towards the line he goes. This looks good, and it's P7 for Splandy, and then the next driver is Senjo. Henke, and then Senjo. Henke's going to be the next driver, just coming over turn 16, over the chicane, down towards the start finish line. It's a 1:32.5, and it's 6/10 quicker than Mass Junior there, and Senjo is going to be the next driver. So a 1-2-3 coming through, and then we've got another Slipstream racer just coming down the straight towards turn 14. Now Senjo goes P8. I think that is Wolf's. It is Wolf's, but he's 4/10 down on his lap time as he comes out of turn 14, so maybe not improving this time. Yeah, going to dive into the pit lane there, Justin.
What a big step forward for LTX Hinky. 6/10 over the field, putting, a very strong statement out there.
Yeah, he's. There's one thing I've got to say about Henke is Splandy and Senjo, Ryan Davy, the F7 drivers, they're all from the Gold Division, and so is Henke. But Henke is qualified on pole position 6 out of the 8 races in the Gold Division this season, but he's yet to win a race. So he's very, very quick, but his consistency's just not there yet, but he's getting a lot better.
Yeah, it always seems to be when that arc of learning, right? The speed
Absolutely.
comes first.
And then it's just getting to the end of the race.
Yeah, and then consistency. We joke around about me and the commentator that we work together. The speed is the intellect, and the consistency is the wisdom.
Absolutely, that's good. I like that. We are on board with Joffrey. He's just coming round turn 3 at the moment. Into turn 4 he goes, the Purple Sector driver. I think... he's lost it. Oh, the back end just kicks out there, just way too early on the throttle there for Joffrey.
We're going to see a number of spins in China, that's for sure. Turn 13 will claim a few victims as well.
Yeah. We've got a couple of drivers on the grass and the gravel already. We've got NMX Ace as well onto the gravel there.
So two F7 drivers in the top 5, 2 Purple Sector drivers in the top 5, and then Mama has retired.
Yeah,
I guess thinking 33. Yeah, 33.4 probably good. Where do you think the cutoff is going to be? We've got 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's not long to get into Q2 now. You've got Hungry and Ace yet to even set a lap. Luke as well, Twisted Jack needs to improve quite a bit. You want to be surely until about the 133.5s to secure your place into Q2, but I think anything above sort of the 134 mark, you're guaranteed a Q2 spot really.
Yeah, so about half the field are behind 134, stopping at Stocks and Show, so we should keep seeing drivers on the bubble heading out.
Yeah.
Strange not to have times from Ace and Hungry yet. Hungry coming across the line now, maybe setting his first time. No, starting his first lap.
Yeah, I think we'll see a lot of drivers improve here with the last couple of laps.
Sir Luke 2 from Purple Sector is much faster than that time, so...
Yeah, I see, definitely.
Yeah.
You've got Kazan as well, and we know that the FRL boys, yeah, we know that they've got quick drivers, so it'll be interesting to see what Kazan does. He's just in front of Hungry as well on his lap.
I'm on board with Twisted Jack at the moment.
Twisted Jack, on board with it.
Yeah. SRL, can he climb out? He needs quite a bit of time. He's got a half a second. But man, he's gonna have to find over a second in the sector here. Coming around turn 13 at the moment. you need a pretty balanced setup, I think, for China. There's a lot of long straights and there's a lot of, you know, you need to be stuck to the track parts as well.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. You need that straight line speed, but you need to have your car sticking to the surface as well. He's right on the line there, Justin.
Just on the bubble. 35-1, but man, you gotta think that time you're gonna have a hard time holding up.
This is going to be interesting. Luke just coming out of turn 14 through 15 and down towards 16. He's currently P19 at the moment, the purple sector F1 driver. Down towards the line he goes. He needs to get a couple of tenths here, and that is quick. That's P3.
That's big. Purple sector really strong looking right now. Into 33 2 very quick time. Still no one coming close to
Davey as well. Davey just coming through, and he's just put himself up to P15 there.
Already Twisted Jack back down in the. I don't think. Oh, I just caught a spin from Wolf. That's unfortunate. So his time won't count as well as time runs out. So Twisted Jack is.
He's going to run out of DRS, isn't he, as well? You know, you can't be low on ERS around China.
No, I don't think he's going to be able to find the time he needs. Hungry is eliminated. He's off the track. Wolf's is done. He's MMX Ice 1 has just retired, and Ace, his lap is limited. So the bottom 5, I believe they're all finished.
Wow, so that is it, yeah. There's some good laps in there as well. I think JB Bowie is on the lap as well. We've got 2 purple sector F1 drivers, I think, still on the lap. You've got Mighty Wombat. He's nearly 2 tenths up as he comes out of turn 14 at the moment, so he's still going for it. He's not at risk, but he still wants to get a decent lap in there. And the purple sector boy is looking very quick. A 1:32.8 by the Mighty Wombat.
So finally another time into the 32s. A little worried there for a second that Hinky was just going to be a force to be reckoned with, unchallenged.
Yes, it's nice to see another driver into the 132s there in the purple sector boys. In the top 3, 2 of them as well. 4 of them in the top 8, looking very quick. But is it SS? 1 second, let me just check. I'm just trying to keep up to date with all the teams. Which one was you supporting, sorry?
That's the Slipstream, the
Slipstream.
light blue ones.
Yeah,
it
that's
looks like the highest. Yeah, Main Wayne is the highest, the 33.5. SSR Davey, and it looks like we lost 2 Slipstream racers. Wolfs and Twisted Jack are out, and 3 from Nomex, it appears. CCR Hungry, Ice 1, and Ace. All 3 from Nomex out Q1.
So they won't be happy with that one, but Q1 is over. Eventful?
No, so if Q1 is any predictor, though, it seems like Purple Sector has brought more of their A team, or at least they're stronger around China. I think that can be said.
So the Norwegian driver of Henke is fastest in Q1 here in China. The American of the Mighty Wombat in second, and the Australian of Mass Junior in third. But the 5 drivers going out in Q1. NMX Ace, the British driver, out in P20. NMX Ice out in P19. The Canadian of Twisted Jack out in P18. The Hungarian of Hungary out in P17. Wolves out in P16. And Davey crashed out in Q1, but he managed to get through to Q2, but he won't take any part in Q2.
Won't take any part in Q2. That's frustrating.
So the Slipstream boys actually lost 3 drivers then, even though Davey got through to Q2. Because he crashed out, there'll only be 14 drivers going through.
Yep. Yeah, so SSR already under the gun. They're going to struggle again this evening, it's looking like.
Just going to grab a quick drink there, Dresden.
Looks like F7 already heading out.
Yeah.
Splandy and Syndro. Is that Splandy? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Splandy, Irish driver.
Splandy. Got it.
But looking into Q2 here, there's 14 drivers, but 12 of them are from the free leagues. I think it's the FRL boys have got 4, Purple Sector F1 have got 4, F7 have got 4, and then you've got Nomax with 1 as well.
Yeah,
And Slipstream with 1.
From,
yeah,
Main Wayne from Slipstream, only Slipstream racer left. Mama, the only Nomex guy.
So they're carrying the flags.
Yeah, looks like. Really like the F7 livery, by the way.
Yeah, it's the I think it's the FIA one that's on the. I just think it looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. A lot less black on this grid than there is on the real F1 grid.
Yeah. So Splandy will be the first driver. He's just coming down towards turn 14. He's going to be the first driver to set a lap here in Q2. We'll stay on board with him as he comes into turn 14 at the hairpin. And then you got a little kink in the road, that's 15. And then the final chicane is turn 16, where you'll cut across the curb and try and keep out to the right as well. So here we go, on board with Splandy as he starts his flying lap all the way down to turn 1, DRS enabled. As you go to the right-hander, all the way around the right-hander, hitting turn 2, and then down towards 3, the left-hander into 3 goals, and then round 4. It's a nice line through there, trying to use the curb as well. Sorry, go on, Dresden.
Yeah, I was going to say, just a lot of throttle control for there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, the back end just kicking out there. Would have lost a couple of attempts as he goes around the left-hander. You don't want to touch too much curb around here, especially in China. Very easy to lose the back end, as you mentioned before, Dresden.
Yeah, very slippery. He's just pushing the car all the way to its limits around very, very long turns.
So just going around turn 12 and then at 13 now. Just coming out of turn 13, looks like he'll get a bit of a slipstream off his teammate as they come down the straight. DRS enabled halfway down towards turn 14, getting a bit of a helping hand from his colleague there as he dives into turn 14. Hopefully nice and easy on the brakes into the hairpin, and a nice line through there. Easy on the throttle, you don't want to kick the back end out as you hit 15 and into 16 you go. Through 16, trying to keep the pace wide. Not that quick going through there, Splandy, but it's a 1:33.8 for the F7 driver.
He got some beautifully coordinated teamwork down the back straight, I thought.
Yeah, very nice. Kazan is going to be the next driver.
33.8 on the board. And then, so we saw some people into the 32s. And Kazan comes across with a 34.4. I'd be surprised if that's safe. There's another Purple Sector guy coming up. Mighty Wombat will set a time soon, but it looks like Mama Mama's coming around the final corner. For Nomex, but lost the back end big time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call that a banker at the moment. Looks like he's getting started again. And actually, man, turn 16, losing that much speed there will probably upset the next lap too. Mighty Wombat comes across the board with a 33.7.
Yeah, that's a great lap. The purple sector boys there, 1-2 at the moment. And thanks for letting me know, Red. I've sorted it out. Thank you. So the purple sector 1, 2, and 4 at the moment here in Q2. We've got two F7 drivers just coming around at the moment. That's Ryan Dipavine. He's going to be next towards the line, and it's 1:33.6 from Ryan Dipavine.
So 33.6. It looks like we're going to need another bit of rubbering in, maybe, or maybe there's only a couple of people capable of getting into the 32s. We don't have the laps from Hinky, and I forgot the other sub 32 time. I forgot who said that. But once again, a quick start for Purple Sector F1. 3 of the top 5 times on the board belong to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Mama's going to come towards the line. I thought he was going to go into the pits, but he's not. He's on the mediums. Yeah. He's gone again.
Yeah, I was surprised that he actually went around again, because his compromised exit out of 16 should have compromised both laps.
Yeah, you're right. Joe is going to be next, just coming over turn 16 at the moment. Here comes Joe down towards the line. He goes. This looks quick. It's a 1:33.7. It's P4.
So into the top goes FRL. We're still waiting on, let's see, pits, still in the pits. A number. No, Hinky's out on lap. Bowie and Nix from FRL still not needing to head out yet. Must be very comfortable with China. More comfortable than I have ever been in China. I would be out there. I'd be out there as soon as time allowed, trying to make sure I get at least one good lap in.
Mass Junior is on a lap at the moment. He's gone purple sector 1. Very ironic for the purple sector 1 driver, actually. So here comes Mass Junior, taking really nice lines through there. He just takes a wide line so he can just dive into the chicane, cutting over the curb there, nicely on the throttle, just using the rest of the circuit to his advantage as he hits turn 11, the slow left-hander, and then just take a nice line all the way through the right-hander. He's gone purple in sector 2 as well as he hits turn 13. Now we can bomb down on the throttle. Here we go. He's going to hit the DRS. Try and get to the speed trap, up to gear 8 as quick as possible, and you've got to get the braking zone into turn 14. Absolutely spot on here, and he absolutely does in the hairpin. It's a really nice line. A little kick out on the rear end there for Mass Junior, but nothing too completely wrong word I'm using there. But over turn 16, down towards the line, and it is fastest from Mass Junior.
32.79 tenths better. It seems to be, yeah, that 32 barrier is actually pretty difficult to get in. And man, Mass Junior looks very pretty around a lot of this.
Phenomenal lap.
Taking a lot of apexes really well. A quick time from the main Wayne. That's nice to see. A 33.1.
Very good lap.
Very competitive time. Yeah.
Henke just spinning it as well. So maybe burned up them soft tyres a little bit. Only 5 minutes of the session remaining. Needs to be careful there. Senjo's just started his flying lap as well. The two Norwegian drivers out on track.
So the laps here, lengthy. I think he does need to set. He needs to set a time. He's gonna get probably one chance at it.
Yeah, he needs to get something on the board here, because they're long laps. You know, if you're doing an out lap, it's a minute and a half, and you're talking 3 minutes before you even get out and do a lap. So.
Yeah, so this probably will be Hinky's one and only shot right here.
Yeah.
So the pressure on, can F7 deliver? What do you
Yeah. I won't comment on that one.
Well, he definitely set the time to beat in Q1. You have to imagine he'll be able to put something on the board here.
Yeah, he needs to be careful.
First part.
Sometimes he finds himself pushing too much, and he can lose a little bit of time and make mistakes. But he's quick. Sendro, P3.
Sendro, yep. 33.1. Man, Mainway needs to be proud of that time. 33.3.
Oh, incredible lap from the Slipstream racer.
And we'll at least see 4 of the 5 teams in Q3. Purple sector for Pinky there, sector 2. And I think heard tires complaining into 11, I thought.
Yeah, I think you're right. Sorry, Joffrey's on an outlap. Just locking up slightly into turn 14 there as well.
Oh, a little squirrely on the accelerator too. Final turn, here we go. Gotta be quick enough for the top 10. And,
wow.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Jeffrey is just started his flying lap as well, but you've also got Mama just in front of him. Yeah, just in front of him actually on a lap. He's 3 tenths up at the moment, so he is improving.
You gotta think 33.7s have gotta be nervous. Maybe the 33.6s are as well. But currently the cutoff is 34 flat.
Yeah, it's going to be very close. He's gone purple sector 2 though, Mama.
Really? Can we get a rainbow spread in Q3? It's all resting on Mama's shoulders at the moment.
Here we go. So down the long straight. Joffrey just coming out of turn 13 as well, but here we go into 14. Oh, he's just cut the curb a little bit too much there. Maybe lost a little bit of time. Hopefully it's not affected him too much as he hits turn 16. A little easy on the brakes, but it looks quick. And it is quick. It's P5.
Top 5, 33.2, and that's gotta be safe at the moment. There's a big gap, though, back to the 33.6s. I think everybody from Ryan Dye and down should be looking over their shoulder.
So Joffrey improves as well, up to P5. The Mighty Wombat just warming up his tyres. Luke's still in the garage at the moment. He's just on his way out. Kazan's on a lap as well. He's just coming through sector 1. He's 2 tenths up on his original lap time. If he carries on like that, it won't be enough. But we know he's quick. We know he's got pace. And the FRL driver, hopefully, will be making his way into Q3 here in China. He's got a little bit of traffic in front of him. They just need to watch out the way here. Just coming through now. Yeah, and nicely through there goes Kazan. Is he going to still improve? And it's purple sector 2. He's 8 tenths of a second up here. He's improving on that 134.5 at the moment. He's going to be around a 133.6, which would take him into the top 10. But if he carries on improving, he could find himself around P5 here as he goes halfway down from turn 13 to 14. The DRS has kicked in. Now to the hairpin. Everything from here is an advantage. He's already improved by nearly a second. What can he do as he hits the line? Surely he's going to be around the 133 freeze here as he goes into turn 16. Down towards the line he goes. Here comes Kazan. It's a 133 free. P7.
Into 7th, and that should be safe. But once again, I mean, the bottom 4, the 4 that are going to be eliminated, they're all, 3 of them are FRL guys. If you are riding on board with Sausage, Nix, or Bowie, you've got to be holding your breath.
Yeah, Bowie, QRT, Nick, and JB Bowie both on laps as well. Nick is going to be the next one to the line, actually. I thought he took a really nice line over turn 16 there, and it's a 133 free as well. This is getting very tasty at the top here.
And it's Purple Sector guys on the bubble. Mighty Wombat now gets kicked in. It's Sir Luke from Purple Sector in danger at the moment. Sausage Joe coming around the final couple of turns from the FRL. And you would think FRL is going to put more guys into the top 10. I'm on board with Sausage Joe, who's coming to the line. Looks like it's going to be good.
Wow.
Into third place.
Very good.
Oh, man, it's Bowie next. Bowie's coming across the line as well. He comes across, does not improve. And it is Mighty Wombat. I believe Wombat's hot. Wombat's hot. He's got 4 tenths in hand, and that's enough to get back in. Sir Luke also hot, but I have a Purple Sector 2 from Sir Luke. So watch the 2 Purple Sector guys as they come across the line.
Here comes the Mighty Wombat. Yeah.
First.
Wow, that's quick. The Purple Sector boys look very quick indeed.
And now Sir Luke will come across as well. Can he pull some magic out of the hat? Oh, he's very deep through the final turn. May have lost a little bit there, but the time looks close. It's 30, 31, 32, 33, and into the top 10, Sir Luke, 7th place. Man, the battle there at the end is, is Nick still hot? Nick's is still hot, I think.
Yeah.
Go into the pits. Wow. The little there was a little war there between FRL and Purple Sector right at the end of Q2, and FRL was in the bottom 4 and Purple Sector on the bubble, and then FRL got themselves out, but then all the Purple Sector guys answered immediately as time went out.
Yeah, the Purple Sector boys, the only lead to take all 4 drivers into Q3 here.
Oh, that's impressive.
Very.
That's a big turnaround from last week.
Yeah, absolutely. FRL won't be pleased with a Q2 there. One to forget, losing 3 of their 4 drivers.
Yeah, painful, and doubly painful because they all climbed out only to be pushed slowly back in. Thank you, Cat. I don't know.
So there you have it. Henke is the fastest in Q2. Mash Jr. in second, and Sausage Joe, the Britishman, in third. JB Bowie will start from P14. Ryan Diperveen from P13. Kazan will start from P12, and QRT Nick will start from P11. Mama just makes it through in P10 with Joffrey just in front of him.
So a very interesting Q2 for sure. The little fight back and forth between the 2 teams was excellent, and once again Henke on top. Pole or provisional pole both qualifying rounds. It looks like he's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah. I'm still a bit worried for the race.
So I actually have an interview lined up. There's a Mr. Boz. Do you know him? Or Mr. Boss. BAWS is what I think is.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send him a quick invite, and he's gonna stop in to chat about the race.
No problem.
Yeah, that is if I figure out how to do it. Got it. Oh, PlayStation. There we go. Mr. Boz.
All right. Hello.
Hey, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Had an exciting Q2. Are you watching at the moment?
I absolutely was cheering my boys on.
So tell
4 of us in there.
So tell the listeners at home who you're racing with and what your background is.
Yeah, so I'm racing with PSF1 next week at Silverstone. Very excited for that. And then I've also I've been league racing for about a year now. Um, I'm a champion in my other one of my other leagues. I do virtual Formula One uh, champion, fighting for another championship in there as well, and then racing it in the North American Series for PSF One.
Cool,
Nice.
cool.
Wow.
So you definitely have got to be excited about Purple Sector's performance here
Oh
in
yeah,
qualifying.
oh yeah. I knew immediately. I saw the lineup. I'm like, ooh, I know where we put all our eggs.
it's it's in China. Is it in China's basket? Is
Oh,
that
it
what you
is
said?
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you got Wombat who ran away with the North American title this year.
Yeah.
I believe he's wrapped it up. I don't think the math has come out yet, but he's about 70 or 80 points ahead of everybody going into the last race. So, he's Wombat's absolutely rapid, and then you got Luke, who is top 500 on multiple time trial leaderboards, and I'm sure doing well in the Australian series. And then of course Joffrey is P2 in that North American Championship. I just saw those two and was like, yeah, this is going to be great. And then Mash is absolute time trial wizard as well, but clearly showing that as well.
Yeah, they put up some very good times tonight, giving Purple Sector fans, I think, a lot to root for. That's for sure. So now China looking very good. In fact, looking very very strong for Purple Sector. But tell us, what did you think about Bahrain?
It was going to be tough. And I kind of knew it was going to be very very tough to get anything going. That was certainly just a kind of survival thing, but we came out with a good result. Got as many drivers into the points as possible. I think it's especially with how dominant FRL and F7 were that race.
Yeah.
That's about as much as we could expect for that one.
Yeah, they had a considerable number of extremely strong drivers on the field. That's for sure. So predictions for China. What do you think?
Well, Luke's been trash talking himself the whole time, but you cannot count Luke out. He's been,
Yeah.
in terms of race pace, up there with the ET8 guys, the really really high level stuff. Fighting with the Rush, the Australian leagues.
Yeah.
They are out. He's just in terms of pure race pace. Luke is going to be way up there. Wombat as well is going to be absolutely brutal throughout the race. He'll be making a lot of overtakes and pulling away from everybody. So those are my two to look out for.
Okay, so Wombat, who I've seen dominate some series, and then every time I see Sir Luke on the field, he always seems to be up and around the front.
Yeah.
So very strong guys. Well, listen, boss, thanks for stopping in to chat about Purple Sector F1 with us.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Yeah, nice to meet
Appreciate
you.
it.
Nice to meet you guys. Bye.
Now, if we could have got, it would have been nice to line up one representative, right, from each league. So
Yeah, that would have been good actually. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a good rundown of F7. We've got a good rundown of Purple Sector. I would tell you the main Wayne is a very solid, consistent racer from Slipstream.
Slipstream, yeah, he's just gone P2 at the moment. You've got Mash Jr., who's on provisional pole here in Q3.
Yeah.
The main Wayne in P2, Splendy in P3 at the moment, Mighty Wombat in P4. But Purple Sector looking very, very quick indeed. You've got Henke on a lap at the moment, who's just going down towards turn 5 and the hairpin at turn 6. This is the start of Sector 2. He's gone purple Sector 1 as he comes out of turn 6 and down towards the left-hander that's turn 7. Henke just full throttle through turn 7, the left-hander, and then into turn 8 at the right-hander, and then it'll come at you very fast here at turn 9 and 10. Just all the way round, easy on the throttle not to lose the back end and onto the curb, and then to the slowest part of the circuit really, turn 11, through there, over the curb ever so slightly, into turn 12, and then just want to be very, very subtle on the throttle. Wait until you're out of 13, and then into the accelerator you go. Out of turn 13 goes Henke down the straight. DRS kicks in and down towards the hairpin at turn 14. He's already gone purple, sector 1 and 2. Into the hairpin at turn 13 goes Henke. Into 15 he goes, and then he wants to get 16 absolutely spot on over the curb into the chicane, keeps it valid, down towards the line he goes. It's a 1:31.9 from Henke.
Precision, like every turn, nailed down, purple in all 3 sectors, and burst into the 31s. Henke is going to be difficult to challenge this evening.
Yeah, he's the quickest driver in our gold division, and we've got drivers that are, top 100 in Europe on time trial, and the Henke is pole position in the 6 out of the 8 races this season. His pace is just untouchable. He's absolutely class, but he's not leading the championship, so it just tells you one thing for qualifying and one thing for the race.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping for a change today, Henke, if you're listening. That's all I'll say.
Well, you have to. It really is like the lap was so dialed in all the way through. But that's one thing. Is like zeroing in the focus you need to drive that fast for one lap. That's one thing. But doing it for an entire race, or even the 50% of a race, it's something completely different. It's almost 2 different skills.
Yeah, I say this to my drivers all the time. I say it doesn't matter if you're half a second slower than 10 other drivers in your division, as long as you consistently get the laps the same, and you don't get penalties and you don't get involved in collisions, you will get decent points every race. It doesn't matter, about half a second, as long as you're consistent with your own pace. So you're absolutely right.
If you're within, you're right about that. Within half a second of the leader, you can still fight honestly for first, second place. But even the guys that are second or second and a half back, like those guys will be in the top 10 for the same reasons, because they drive calmly throughout an entire race, and they hit it might be slower, but they hit it every lap. And man, just consistency pays dividends, that's for sure.
Absolutely, you're right there, Justin. And Henke, I've seen your comment. I hope so, mate. So we're on board with Sir Luke as it comes out of turn 16. He got that a little bit wrong there. Hopefully it didn't hinder the start of this lap.
Yeah, he had to catch it before he could really get the accelerator down. It's got to cost him a little bit.
Yeah, I do like his entrance into turn 1 there as he comes around turn 2 and into turn 3. I thought he carried a lot of pace into that, and looked really quick there, Luke, as he comes into turn 4 and 5.
Trail braking is like, turn 1 is trail braking on steroids, isn't
Yeah, he was as well. He was nearly 2 tenths up there as he just comes around turn 7. Into turn 8 goes Luke. It looks like he's carrying a lot of pace here as he goes into turn 9 and then 10. Yeah, just a slight kink there, but nothing major as he dives down into turn 11. Here comes Luke, and he's nearly half a second up, the purple sector F1 driver. Now the right-hander out of 12 into 13 he goes. Luke is putting everything on the line here. This is into the 132s. If he carries on like this, down towards 14 he goes. DRS is in. Here we go. He's still got 30% ERS. The pace is there for Luke into turn 14. He's going to go into the hairpin. Just needs to get this right. Not lose the back end as he comes out of 14. That's a nice line. Easy on the accelerator. Out wide and then over the curve of 16. Using the line to his advantage. This is going to be a short 32s. And it's a 32.5 from Luke. Phenomenal.
Big improvement. 8 tenths down and on the top 3. But you've got to think, I saw a lot of out laps. It's going to be under assault at the moment. Who's next across the line? Mainly starting his hot lap.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of drivers here starting laps. Yeah, that's Joffrey just starting a lap as well. The Mighty Wombat getting ready. Senjo starting his lap. Splandy's on an out lap. I think I'm just trying to find the leader here, and I do think it's Mama, who's nearly 3 tenths up as he hits the hairpin at turn 6. So he is improving, and he's already into the 1:33.7. So if he carries on like this will be a great lap from him. All the drivers now starting to find their rhythm here in China with 30 seconds in this qualifying session remain as he goes into turn 9 and 10. Out of 10 he goes, using the wide line there as he's just avoiding the other drivers. Into turn 11 goes Mama. All the drivers on laps now. You've got the main Wayne just behind him as well. Is he improving? Absolutely, 2 tenths up as well. And then you've got Joe, who's trying to improve. He's just coming round turn 12, but at the moment Mama half a second up as he throttles down towards turn 14. The Mighty Wombat's nearly 3 tenths up as well. Splandy's trying to improve. Senjo's half a second. This is going to be very close. Joffrey coming down the straight now. And the main Wayne still 2 tenths up. Luke's into the pit lane, but Mama's going to come through, and Mama goes P5. The main Wayne is going to be next. Out of turn 16, 2 tenths up, down towards the line, takes that P5 straight off him. Joe's going to be next to the line, P3 for Joe. Who's going to be next? It's going to be Joffrey. Joffrey stays P10. Senjo goes P7. We've still got Splandy and the Mighty Wombat. The Mighty Wombat coming over turn 16. Here comes the Mighty Wombat down towards the line. He goes. This is quick. P5. The last driver is going to be Splandy and then Mass Jr. I think Mass Jr. has invalidated it, so he can do no more. Henke's also on a lap, but the Irishman is Splandy nearly half a second up as he goes down into turn 14 here.
Coming around the final corner, he needs half a second's going to put him in contention for 7th or 8th place if he can hold on to that time. Splandy across the line. No, big improvement. 7/10 up. He's into 4th. And what about Hinky? Last man always into the pits.
He's backed out, so it is pole position for Henke. So we've got 3 leagues in the top 3 here in China.
3 leagues, that's right. F7, Purple Sector, F1, and FRL all represented in the top 3. Main Wayne managed 7th and Nomex managed 8th, so all 5 leagues in the top 8.
That's great to see.
Yeah, it's really great to see. FRL not as strong a showing today. Not really. I mean, there was dominance last week in Bahrain from FRL, and this week struggling a bit, it must be said. Though they are in the top 3. And I mean, man, the only person that can beat Henke is Henke, I think.
Yeah, that's actually very true. But there we have it, your final standings for Q3. Henke takes pole position for the Chinese Grand Prix. The Australian and Mass Jr. will start on the front row of the grid with Henke in P2. Sausage Joe on the second row of the grid in P3. Alongside him, Splandy will start in P4. Sir Luke on the third row of the grid in P5. Alongside him, the American and Mighty Wombat in P6. On the fourth row of the grid, the main Wayne for Slipstream Racing in P7, and Mama the Norwegian alongside him in P8. His Norwegian counterpart behind him on row 5 in P9, alongside him the American of Joffrey from Purple Sector F1 in P10. That's a good starting 10 there, Justin.
It is a good starting 10. Purple Sector got to be extremely happy today, and I think it's FRL, the ones that have got to be the most disappointed. Nomex and Slipstream only have one representative, but they're playing against powerhouses, so they've got to be pretty ready to root for their 7th place and 8th place guys tonight, I would think.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they've got a good show in there, Purple Sector F1. Sausage Joe stuck on his own there in P3, but he's going to have a lot of help from his team, especially when the pit stops come around.
And so it really is looking like a battle over 2nd place. I mean, Hinky, all 3 qualifyings was well ahead and only needing 1 lap to get it done each time. and here 3/10 ahead of the rest of the field. So looking for F7 to take the win, and I think that would be the way it should go tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to try and stay as completely neutral as possible tonight, Justin.
You just don't want to. You don't want to curse it. I understand.
I don't want to jinx it. No.
Yeah. I'll knock on a little wood for you. I'll help you out. But it was a. But it was a really. I mean, it was a really strong performance. I mean, Hinky was head and shoulders here in China. It must be said.
Yeah, very quick.
Yeah. Did you like driving China?
Absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. One of my worst tracks. I can't stand China. Yeah.
I hated it at first. I think. Mostly because I couldn't be gentle on the throttle, and it just really, it demands that you're gentle on the throttle to be, but you've got to be in there on the throttle to have good lap times. But man,
it's a tough one.
It's very rear limited.
It's one of them. I always seem to struggle on any track until it comes round in the league. And then I sort of practice it, and then I start to enjoy it. And we haven't had China in the league yet, so maybe I'll enjoy it.
China, like most leagues, they have a vote for the tracks next season, and whenever you go and look, it's always Silverstone and all the ones people really love, and then China has just one vote. Every time.
Nobody votes
There's just
China.
one guy, one poor guy who likes China. He's not going to get to race it.
It's so true.
I think China's got, I think some of the turns here are pretty unique. Turn 1 is, I think, once you get used to it, it's such a weird turn. And then, 9 and 10? I think 9 and 10 are a lot of fun.
Yeah, and with turn 1 as well. Like, on the start line here, if you're in P2, you've got the inside line, and it's a nice turn to undertake going into turn 1 as well.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of interesting lines that seem to work through there. And then 13, man, for me, it's like a prayer every time you start accelerating. Please don't let me push it too hard. But there's such an urgency to push it because that straight is so long. If you don't get as much out of the car around that turn as possible, you're punished for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
If I keep muting my mic, it's because I've got a bit of a cold, so that's the reason I don't like to, hear it on stream.
It's the same. It's like the past 6 weeks, I think I've apologized for making gross noises so many times in my own streams. It's such a mess. Everybody, the whole world's sick right now.
Literally.
Yep. So the second event for URL, I've been talking to Charlie about this, about him working these events up for a while, and it's fun to see it go off, and it's really neat, I think, to see
it's amazing.
There's some evolution. Yeah, there's some evolution here in the, like, it's not just the same teams.
Yeah.
Looking like they're going to win. It's a completely different setup tonight, so I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm completely with you on that one. So here we go. This is it, round 2 for URL here in China. And it's lights out and away we go. Mass Junior does get a good start for Purple Sector F1. The Mighty Wombat's already up 2 positions and they all shoot down towards turn 1. Down the inside goes Sir Luke into turn 1, who's got the undertake on Mighty Wombat. The Mighty Wombat comes back at him. Sausage Joe just losing out to the Purple Sector F1 driver of the Mighty Wombat there, but he's coming right back at him. Into turn 4 he goes. He's right in the middle of 3 Purple Sector F1 drivers into the slipstream of the Mighty Wombat, but down the inside goes Sir Luke, gets a little nudge on the back as well. There's Mama and Splandy as well. The Mighty Wombat losing back out to Sausage Joe. The main way down to P10, down 3 places. Wolf's up 4 places. Davey up 2 as well as he goes round the outside of his teammate Ryan Darpavine up 2 places. Splandy losing 3 from the start there, but Henke still leads here. That's a yellow flag and that's Hungry onto the gravel.
So I was on board with Splandy on the start. He just got swamped and overtaken on both sides from, I think, Wombat, Mama, Sir Luke in there. May have been in there as well, but just swamped completely. And then ahead, it was Mama making moves through turn 1 and turn 2 to move up 3 places.
Incredible, yeah, I think he's still getting swallowed up here. Here comes Joffrey on the back of him into the slipstream, and he's going to get the move on Splandy as they go down into turn 14. And that's another Purple Sector F1 driver. Through he goes. Oh, that's the Mighty Wombat round.
Oh, a big spin there, and he's going to be punished. There's no field spread into 17th. Down 11 before he can even get the car back underneath him.
So Sir Luke, there's a bit of a gap opening up, and Mass Junior and Henke running away with this on lap 2. Sausage 1.3 behind him. Kazan just getting the move on Wolves there, the FRL driver, getting an overtake, and Wolf and Davey just trading positions between the 2 slipstream drivers as a yellow flag just pops out there.
Yeah, I'm on board with Syndro right now. He's staring at a large chain of drivers, and Splandy really... F7, I think, struggle off the start, but it's up 4 for Mama Joe, probably the most exciting start, I thought, and then up 4 for Joffrey as well. Very good starts for those 2.
Yeah, Joffrey with an incredible start up 4 places, you're right, and Mama as well, so brilliant for them. Twisted, Jack and Wolf's just trading positions, so the slipstream drivers just swapping around the drivers at the moment.
Yeah, they may be deciding who's faster there. There's a fair number of team tactics going on when there's 4 of your team on there. The race is starting to spread out. Henke has a strong lead and he's building a gap, and the only one able to keep up with him right now is Mass Junior.
Yep.
And those 2 are already making it a 2-horse race. Sausage Joe holds up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 deep for the DRS chain behind 3rd place.
So Hungry and Nick just having a little battle as they go into turn 16 here. Nick right on the back as Hungry goes out wide. Wolves is already into the pits as well. Maybe a little damage there.
Yeah, he's changing the wing at the moment.
Mama's on the back of Sausage Joe as well there, Dresden. Sausage Joe is on the harder tyre compound.
Not even brought up tires yet. Sausage Joe, the only one of the leaders really opting for an opposite strategy. And right now, if Sausage can keep everybody bottled up as he has been, he's just improving his position as time goes on.
So DRS is now enabled as well, so I think Mama might have a chance here on Sausage Joe.
He needs to make this pass now, really.
Yeah.
The laps are so long. Is he gonna send? He does. There's a little bit of contact, but still holding on is Sausage Joe. Mama bumps him. No harm, no foul. Sausage Joe still leads. Little love tap there.
I like it.
I mean, he needed the same, but now he's getting very close into turn one. Gonna try the tighter line on the softer tire, looking like he's gonna squeeze through. Still holding the inside as we come around two. Sausage Joe's fighting it back and looking like, no, on the exit of 4. Mama's got the right
What a
exit. She's
move.
gonna be the lead. Yeah, that was fun to watch.
It was very clean. That was great. Joffrey on Sir Luke as well.
So no Max, really well represented now by Mama. He's putting on quite a show.
Yeah, we've got
Joffrey
a
on the
huge
back of
DRS
Sir
train
Luke.
as well.
Yeah, it's got to be sorting itself out. You would think Sausage is just going to lose places lap after lap slowly. Because all the times here from third place down in qualifying were pretty close. You would think the softer tires should win out.
Yeah.
So breaking the toes, Nomex and Sir Luke has got DRS, but Sausage Joe is protected at the moment. Can Luke send it? I don't think so. Oh, contact there between Sindro and Joffrey, and both are punished a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, they were indeed.
And Splandy's on the inside of Joffrey as we're heading down to turn 1. A good little fight there through turn 1. Joffrey holding Splandy off, but just barely.
Yeah, good scrap here in P6. Joffrey just holding off the two F7 drivers of Splandy and right in dive ravine there. Brilliant battling.
So Mama's still with.
Oh, Hungary's out.
I don't know. The first driver out's Nomex. Any safety cars? Doesn't look like it. It looks like a spin around turn 1 for Hungary.
Oh, I think that's Nick that's lost it as well. It is.
So let's see here. Sausage Joe still holding on and may actually be getting a bit of separation from the two purple sector guys behind. I don't think Sir Luke had DRS in that final turn there. And while Sausage can hold on to the back of Mama, his hard tires aren't that much of a detriment, it looks like.
Oh, here comes Kazan straight back up the main Wayne as they shoot down towards turn 1. They had a great battle out of turn 16. I think the main Wayne will dive down the inside. And they've collided.
Yeah, it spun around his main Wayne. That's unfortunate. A bit of a send from main Wayne, just turning in on him, it looked like.
Yeah.
Was it Kaizen?
Yeah. Yeah, he was involved. Very unfortunate for the two drivers. Senjo now on the back of Kaizen after that incident. And that's Max Jr. That is Henke. That is Henke round from the lead of this Grand Prix. So unfortunately, after going fastest in Q1, 2 and 3 and being a second clear of Mash there, he's spun it and down to P4.
Consistency is wisdom.
Absolutely, Dresden. That's what we said.
But it's not, I mean, there's a big gap between Mama Jr. and Mashner. So now Mashner given a huge gift because that is actually a bit of space, even with Hinky's pace. 7 seconds to make up with 22 laps to go. He'll need to get on it if he wants the win back.
Yeah, Senjo on the back of Kaizen there. Into turn 16. DRS enabled, but he just got Kazin just got a better exit out of turn 16 there, and he's really benefited from that as they go down towards turn 1. The F7 driver on the FRL driver.
Syndro really troubling him, but Kaizen holding him off just for the moment. I'm watching Hinky. I mean, you have to expect without any damage, you would hope he doesn't have any damage, that he can climb back into second place rather quickly.
Yeah, he's on the back of Sausage Joe. Remember, Sausage Joe is on the hard tyre compound. Surely he'll start to benefit soon. I know that the tyre degradation is higher on China.
Yeah, 7 laps in on the mediums, and man, you expected that early. I can see it. The laps are pretty long. And Sausage is benefiting quite well. DRS well now.
That's
now
a great exit from Henke.
Yeah.
Really good exit into the slipstream. Down towards turn 14 they go. Henke down the inside of Sausage Joe. I don't think Joe will fight that too much. But here he comes straight back at him. Who am I to talk? Here comes Joe. But the grip from Henke just a little bit too strong there, as Joe just settles back in behind him. Swanny on the back of Joffrey as well as Senjo on Kaizen. A couple of scraps all over the place here. Joffrey on there, Sir Luke as well.
Hinky made that very surgical pass. The exit out of 13 was very, very strong.
So Mama up to P2 now. Henke and his next target got him in his sights.
So an interesting wrinkle developing here. Sir Luke and Joffrey are falling back from the Hinky Sausage Joe fight, even though Sausage on the hards, right? But interestingly, Sir Luke and Joffrey have perfectly coordinating to keep Splendy and Ryan Dye being bottled up behind them.
Yeah, great tactics from Purple Sector. Some great points on the board here for Purple Sector at the moment.
First place, 5th, 6th, all belonging to Purple Sector, and that's got to be the highest total. Behind them, though, F7's not too bad, not too shabby either. 3rd place, 7th and 8th.
About to be second. Here comes Henke down towards turn 14. Back up to P2 he goes.
Yeah, so disposing of those too quick, but losing another 1.5 seconds, it looks like, to Mashneer before he can clear those two. So that's been very, very costly.
So a few tactics there. Sorry, go on, Joseph.
No, I thought it was a spin. It's a first pit stop. Sir Luke is into
Yeah, so what Joffrey and Sir Luke traded places coming out of turn 15. And Jeffrey went through. Sir Luke slowed down to go into the pit lane to hold the F7 drivers up. So great tactics there from Purple Sector.
Very corny. I mean, if you're on the cusp against really strong opponents, you've got to bring every advantage. So I'm watching the gap now. Hinky and Mass Jr. You've got to think Hinky wants that first place back bad. Can he get redemption? 7.4 at the moment is the space between them.
I think he'll need some sort of safety car in this race. I think 7 seconds against the driver like Mash will be a bit difficult.
It is. I mean, there's a lot of race left, but it is a big gap between two very on the edge of what the car can do drivers.
So Sausage Joe on the back of Mama now. Maybe them hards are starting to come into play because he's right on the back of that rear diffuser of the car in front.
We're starting to see some of the medium drivers pit, so you would think that the crossover's got to be soon.
Well, Luke's gone for a huge undercut here. I mean, 19 laps on the hards is a long way to go.
Yeah, here in China, yeah, That's a lot of track. Still watching. It's been 0.3 Sausage Joe's gap on behind Mama Mama. It's been 0.3 for a while.
Yeah, it seems that the grip for Sausage Joe just seems a little bit stronger on the FRL car there. Seems to be just getting a little bit better exits into the chicanes. Into turn 11 they go. Oh yeah, and just Mama just ever so slightly losing the rears there. Ryan Davini
It's gotta be
Splendid.
here.
Third
It's
position.
gotta be here.
Yeah, here comes Sausage Joe into the slipstream. Is he going to get him as to go into turn 14? He's going to be late as a late move from Mama, but he's going to have to wait again. Sausage Joe.
Interestingly, I checked Joe's DRS down the straight, not open. That was surprising. And no battery employed either. That was just slipstream with him catching up. It looks strong again into turn 1 this time. The DRS is open.
So Joffrey and Ryan Davine into the pits they go.
Where will they reestablish Sir Luke is coming around 15?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where Sir Luke comes out to Ryan and Joffrey here. And I've got a funny feeling here, Justin, that the undercut is really affected Sir Luke because Ryan Davine is about 3 seconds in front.
That's crazy. There must have been some incident on the outlap.
There must have been. He's found himself 3.8 behind on a 2-lap undercut.
Yeah, that seems way too far. Yeah, and man, was Ryan that far behind Joffrey? I didn't think. Am I on interval? Yeah.
No, I don't know because Ryan, Davin and Splendid were battling when Joffrey and Sir Luke traded positions, so maybe they lost a few seconds. But here comes Sausage Joe. This is the move on Mama into turn 14, and finally Joe is through and up to P3 again on them hard, starting to pay off with the longevity of them tyres now for Joe, and Mama just settling back in behind him. Into the pits.
Yeah,
wow. Wow, that was close.
It was pretty close.
Jesus.
Mama, a little myth about the pass finally happened, and it was 5 or 6 laps in the making there. Sausage Joe getting through lap 11. So, man, Hinky is catching.
Ooh, wow, I've just got a bump with the Mighty Wombat as he's just gone crashing into Twisted Jack into the pit lane. And he's got wing damage, Mighty Wombat.
Oh, man, he crashed into Twisted Jack.
Yeah, that's why Jack got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, because the Mighty Wombat crashed into the back of Jack and pushed him through the pits.
Coming in too hot into that final pit lane. Yeah, we saw a lot of people eager to get as much time off their pit entry as possible. That's unfortunate for Wombat. 7 or 8 seconds to change a wing. That just cost him. And man, does that mean Twisted Jack is the innocent recipient?
I think so. I think so.
Probably some rear end damage as well. Okay, so Hinky is catching Mashner, but it looks to be at about 4/10 a lap. At least that's what it was for lap 12.
Yeah, you're right. It's not much, is it?
Yeah. Keep an eye on it again.
Kaizen goes in.
So we still
So we've still
Yeah,
got
so,
4 drivers out on the mediums still. Yet to
yeah,
pit.
there's the top. All of the top 7 still need to pit. All the top 7, and man, 10 seconds, 3. I believe it looks like Mama's still in 3rd place. We'll be watching where Sausage Joe comes back out when he finally needs to pit.
Yeah, definitely. The closest battle on track at the moment is between Bowie and Davey here for Slipstream Racing and FRL.
A very different feeling this race. In Bahrain, there was never a moment where there wasn't 6 guys within half a second of each other. And here, halfway through China, a fair amount of field spread, a couple of real interesting battles, and one for 3rd place. We're just waiting on the pit stop to rejoin.
Henke's pitted.
It's looking like Bowie's gonna get the send on the inside here. Man, but fighting back. Oh, but a little squirrely on the exit. They come together, banging wheels a bit, but they're both still on the track, and Bowie from FRL is through. So where's Hinky going to rejoin? Should be in front of Mama, you would think.
Yeah, you're right.
But not by much.
No, and Mama will have some heat into them hard tyres already as well.
Yeah, can he close back into DRS range? That would be a pretty important get for Mama. I'm on board with SSR Davey to see if he can fight back against Bowie. Bowie's tires gotta be feeling old at this point. 13-lap-old mediums for Splandy, Bowie, and Nash Jr.
Yeah, I think Mash might pit now. Yeah, absolutely. He's seen Henke pit the lap before. He's 100% going to go in.
Yeah,
What does Sausage Joe will lead now?
So good stint on these hards for Sausage Joe. He was inside DRS range, being towed around by faster medium tires, and then made use. Got the passes done when it was time for the mediums to start pitting, and just having a good, like, in the lead of the race at the moment. You would think would rejoin. Where would he? Oh, but we still have a few more pits. Bowie and Davey need to pit, and Main Wayne as well.
Yeah, Main Wayne as well.
So it matters what Mama is doing right now in terms of lap times. Oh, this one. So the race between Sausage Joe and Mama is very tight. And the right call really has got to be just how far Sausage Joe.
Sorry, Dresden. Sir Luke down the inside of Splandy as well. What a move from Sir Luke on Splandy, coming through turn 9, and he is through and up to P10. Sorry to cut you off there.
No worries. I'm doing the long, like, explain the minute details between what Sausage Joe's got to do to beat Mama, and I'm theorizing that it's got to be when he pulls the trigger, and he's got to do it before he starts losing too much time to Mama.
So Henke just having to really go hard on the brakes there to avoid hitting Bowie, as Bowie seems to be struggling on them old mediums now, and it was affecting Henke as he went into that chicane. Mash Jr. is only about 5.4 clear of Henke now, but he needs to make light work of Bowie, and that is exactly what he does on them old mediums of Bowie's.
Yeah, deep send on the outside, and why not, like, deep into turn 1 on the outside line, I think is the right call there against those really, like, 2 old mediums, you would think.
Yeah.
Bowie, the only one still on this original tires for the medium runners.
Yeah, he's losing quite a few positions now to David and now to the main Wayne from both drivers from SSR.
And not sure why. I don't think medium to softs is any kind of play here. And man, there's less laps left on the hards than on the mediums at this point.
Yeah, it seems it's not a great strategy if he's going to go into the hards now.
Yeah, can he stretch this to the softs? I don't know. I'd be surprised.
That'd be something. Splandy and Luke down the inside of turn 14, and Splandy will take that back, but Luke will do the old switcheroo. Who's got the straight line speed? The main Wayne on Bowie as well goes through into turn 14, but Splandy, here comes Luke into the slipstream, DRS enabled. They're both running low on ERS. Sir Luke down into turn 14. Splandy giving him the space. And a good little battle between these two drivers. Splandy will try and come back at him. Sausage Joe is finally into the pits. And Splandy is back through. Where is Sausage Joe going to come out? And Joffrey's going to just pinch him into turn 1.
That's actually pretty fascinating. Sausage Joe may have spent way too much time on those hard tires. It's looking like now he will have very fast mediums to the end of the race, but 2 seconds to get back on the back of Bowie ahead. Well, Bowie's going to pit. Actually, maybe not be in bad shape either, but he's got work to do. He'll have to gain 3rd place back on track.
Yeah.
So that'll be exciting to watch. Hinky's 5.8 now with 10 seconds. That is still looking like it's just going to be too much to get back.
I think you're right. The main Wayne's still yet to pit as well.
Yeah, main Wayne needs a pit stop, but not out of order. He's on the hards and doing quite well. But it's Bowie who's got to be into the pits this round. Has to be. He's fallen back so far just within 1 lap.
Sausage Joe there just getting past Joffrey into turn 14. Mash Jr. just turning up the gears now. Mama on Wayne as well. Oh, Wayne going really deep into the pit lane there. Wow, that was very close.
Still not into the pits, Bowie. He's going for
He is. You called it. Good teamwork from FRL there as well. Bowie just letting Joe through and then hold up Joffrey.
Well, try to, but I don't think those mediums have any tire left in them. Joffrey's going to take the place from him as well. It's looking like under braking. There he goes. Yeah, now Hinky seems to have taken his foot off the gas a little bit. He's very comfortably in 2nd place, now 6.2 back from Nash Jr. Seems to have come to terms with taking 2nd place home tonight.
Yeah.
Mama's had a great race, but can he hold on to 3rd? Sausage Joe now 1.1 behind on the faster tire and has had the pace, I think, challenge Mama. You've got to think Mama's sweating a little bit. Sausage Joe is definitely coming.
Yeah, I think that them mediums will be a lot quicker than them hards at the moment, especially after Mama already doing 6 laps on them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, fastest lap.
For sure. That seems about right. So, Sausage coming for 3rd place. It has to be. But But Mama's put on a great race for Nomex, well represented in the points. What's going on in the back here? Oh no,
He
into the pit.
did go
There's
into the
Bowie.
softs.
Had to. Like, there's no
Wow.
other reason to stretch those mediums as far as he did. But you've got to think though, he's got to go what 10 laps now on softs, so he's gonna run into the same clip again, I think.
Oh, Sir Luke just clipping the rear wheel of Ryan Dabavine and spinning round there. Oh, what was that?
He's into.
That's a safety car, is it? That's a safety car.
That's humongous.
That is huge. Sir Luke just tapped the wall and it just took his whole wing and wheel off, like literally tapped it. That is unbelievable.
It just popped right off. Oh man, and Ryan Dabavine now drive-through penalty, so that's going to take up an F7 racer and plant him all the way in the back of the field.
Wow.
So this is huge. Into the pits, Mash Jr. and Hinky.
And Henke,
so
wow, yeah.
everybody onto the softs, you would think, and now Mash Jr. gonna have to defend against.
Sausage Joe's gonna lead this race.
Pace. Oh, he is, yeah. He absolutely is. And onto the mediums, excuse me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, Ryan Davine's out. He's crashed it going into the pits.
Really?
He's going into the pits and he's crashed into the pit wall. Oh.
No. Well, that, I mean, he had already had a drive-through penalty to serve as well. So.
Oh.
But now it's officially no points for that F7 driver. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
what a
really
big shakeup
unfortunate.
right here near the end. It's huge. So, man, Sausage Joe is gonna have a chance to win, but he'll have to hold off Mash Jr. and Hinky. And Splandy slipped through on 5-lap old hards as well into third place. No one opting for the softs except for Joffrey. I'm surprised by that a little bit, because you'll get what it'll be only 6 laps, I would think, in anger. This has revitalized Slipstream. SSR Davey and Main Wayne are 6th and 7th on pretty decent looking tires.
Yeah, really benefited the SSR guys there.
Yeah, I think they had just gone pretty long on the hard tires, and then the timing of that safety car just lets them slip way forward as everybody else is pitting.
Really, really unlucky for Mash Jr., who really had this race pretty much sewn up until that safety car.
Yeah, and deservedly so. So he put on a whole race of consistent laps to hold on to that lead. Because Hinky was driving, as fast as he could to make up for the spin. So Mash Jr. put on a really good, consistent race, and then the late safety car not only takes first place from him, but puts Hinky within striking distance now, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah, this is going to be one hell of a finish.
Yeah, so there'll be, maybe 4 laps with DRS. Hinky will need to well, no, see, Splandy is F7, so you'll think that they'll just invert, right?
Absolutely.
Splandish, yes, yeah, because it's 6-lap-old hards and they're the same team. I can hear you over there typing to make sure that they're gonna do it. You're sending the team orders now. I can hear it.
Under the safety car.
Yeah, so, but absolutely, you think for sure Hinkie just going to slip through, and now Mass Jr., who had victory for Purple Sector F1, is now gonna. It's gonna. I think. I don't want to say miracle. That's too much, but he's gonna need a miracle to hold off Hinkie.
Yeah, I feel for Mash actually, because you can tell he's got unbelievable pace. He's a phenomenal driver and still well within the chances of winning this Grand Prix. But when he had a 5.5 second gap before that safety car, which was, there was nobody catching him at that point.
Yeah, and I think Hinkie I think had even backed off. You know, it just settled for second because it had gone from 5.8 back down to the sixes. So Hinkie had relinquished, and it was Mass Juniors to lose. But now, what's bad for Mass Junior is great for us, because now we get to see a knife fight to the end.
Yeah. NMX have had a really bad race. Apart from Mama, their drivers have had a not a great race here today, which is unfortunate for them.
Yeah, the competition is really stiff, right? And Max struggling. Oh, what's happening under the safety car here?
Mama just lost it, I think, under the safety car. Wayne and Joffrey have just let him back through, which is very nice of them, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, and then maybe Davy's gonna keep the place from him now, it looks like. So shedding one, because now Davy's up into 5th place.
Yeah, I think Henke will be happy about that.
So SSR really benefiting. Let's go Slipstream. Davy and Main Wayne, I think they're consistent enough to hold on to some points here.
Yeah,
and then right. What is it? And then it's FRL. So what's the point spread look like at the moment? I mean, FRL's really happy if they could just end the race under the safety car.
Yeah.
The Sausage Joe's going to have some work cut out to hold on to that place, I think. It'll be tough. Yep. So they're going to restart soon. 6 laps remain.
Yeah, Reno, I think you're right. Softs will be dead by the end of this race. I think around China you get about 4 or 5 laps before they're slower than the mediums.
The softs, you mean?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the softs are slower than the mediums after 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of deg here. It's just scrubbing for so much of the track.
So Sausage Joe will lead the safety car restart here in China into turn 16, and straight out he goes. That's a brilliant start from Sausage. Mash is going to try and stay with him. Splandy and Henke straight away trade positions like we gathered they would do. Henke is through and onto the back of Mash he goes. Davey will stay on the back of Splandy, but Mama spun it into turn 1, and Mama is round, and that is really unfortunate for NMX.
I could feel their pain as soon as he lost the back end. NMX just, rough.
Really unfortunate for Mama there. Joffrey and Bowie on them softs. Davey on the inside of Splandy as well. He's going to go for it. Splandy just keeping the position. Sorry, go on.
He's got his work. Yeah, he's got his work cut out for him because they've still got to heat those hards up.
Yeah, I think Davey's definitely going to have the pace to attack Splandy here.
I'm watching that, and I'm glued to the Hinky Mass Jr. I just have to know what happens between these two. Oh, and a little twitchy onto the final turn, onto the final. Oh, a big spin from Hinky. F7 driver still in the grass, and I'm watching car after car pile past. And
too much on the throttle.
Oh.
I called it. So unfortunate.
I was just about to say. I was just going to say, Nathan, you know your drivers, my friend. Oh, and Hinky's got to be upset about that, but I'll tell you one driver. Mass Jr. suddenly looking like he might be able to take victory once again.
Yeah, 4 laps remaining, and these drivers, it's brilliant to see. The FRL, the Purple Sector, F7 and Slipstream Racing, all one driver each in the top 4.
Yeah, it's quite a rainbow, and honestly, Mama would have made it a purely rainbow top 5. What a cool way to end the second race for URL it would have been. And Mama deserved it, man. He put on a good show, except for that stint after the restart. Man, Sausage Joe putting up a fight. Gonna make Mass Jr. work for it.
Yeah, Sausage Joe looks quick.
Well, he can taste victory. That's always worth 2 or 3 tenths, I think.
Yeah.
But you get you get a smell of it, right? A victory you weren't expecting. Always worth a couple of tenths. And we've got another F7 drivers out.
Sindro's out.
Yeah.
Oh, Joffrey just down the inside of the main Wayne there as well. Now he goes on to the softs. He's going to go for the outside line into turn 16. The main Wayne just through in time. Mass Jr. on the back of Sausage Joe now, but here comes Joffrey into the slipstream, and the main Wayne down the straight into turn 1. Joffrey's going to have the inside line, and through he goes into turn 4. Goes the Purple Sector F1 driver, but can the main Wayne respond here in China? Going into turn 3, they go. He's got the inside line. I think they're just going to clip. And he just stays away from him. Great driving from both these races here.
Their tires were interlocked almost all the way through that turn, but no bumping, no touching whatsoever, and Joffrey squeezes through after 3 turns.
Brilliant, that.
And Mass Jr. still follows. Lap 25, only 3 laps remain, and he's coming up to the best place to get the pass done. They head into 11. Can he get the exit he needs out of 13? Gonna get DRS. Battery is on. There goes DRS. You gotta think the pass happens here. Takes the inside line, nose ahead, and under braking. Gonna try the switchback is Sausage, but I don't think he's got enough tire underneath him.
No, you're right. Mash is now back where he started and into the lead.
Oh man, can Hinky find his way back into the points at least?
Oh no.
1.6 back. I mean, just dominant pace, but I think a total of 3 spins.
Oh, the mighty Wombat has collided with David. Oh, it's a freeway crash. That's going to help a lot of drivers.
Oh,
wow.
Man. And Mama back into the points now. So recovering from his spin. He just needs to make it into the top 5 so we can get that rainbow. We'll see if he can get it done. Oh man, the spin from Davey took out Wombat as well, is that right?
Yeah. The main Wayne, I think, is going to get Joffrey. He's done 6 laps on them softs, and the main Wayne, I think, will be eyeing up P4 here with 2.5 laps to go.
So it'll be an interesting fight for fourth place. A fourth place finish for SSR after no points from Bahrain. That would be something to crow about. Beginning the penultimate lap, Mass Jr. really did deserve a win. Had to fight for it after a late safety car. But a really cool fight to watch, and we're looking at Main Wayne on the back of Joffrey. Can he get into the top 4? And the points totals, like, they have shuffled around massively. You know, at one point it looked like F7 had a lot of the points bagged up, and then FRL was pushed out completely.
Oh, Bowie,
But
on the softs. They already started to fall off.
man, they really don't last long around here, do they? Is he going to be able to hold on to the points? That's Twisted Jack coming around, sniffing around for that final point. 1.1 behind.
Another yellow flag. I'm just trying to find out where the Main Wayne is really closing up on Joffrey now. I think he might get him down the straight.
He's got 2 big chances left. This is one of them. That was the exit he needs, I think. Battery on.
He's got a bit more ERS as well. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Justin. Here he comes, the Main Wayne taking the long way round. Jeffrey late on the brakes, though.
Whoa, hung it out there on those softs, pushing him, really shoving him off the track, but to no avail. Oh, but fighting back, look at this.
Wow, Joffrey coming right back at him.
Oh,
Oh my God! Purple Sector F1 are getting wiped out in the last couple of laps.
Joffrey with the big send into turn 1, and the tires were like, nope, I've had enough. 8-lap-old softs just not willing. And look at Hinky. Look at Hinky's recovery.
Yeah, back up to P7. He's done really well to come back after that slip.
Yeah, good for him.
On to the last lap of this race. And Mass Jr. with a perfect drive here in China from start to finish has been flawless from the Purple Sector F1 driver as he comes out of turn 13. There's still a yellow flag. Joffrey's going to have to hold off Henke. Henke's right on the back of him as they come round turn 13. Jeffrey could lose a position on the last lap here. I think he's going to. Mass Jr. just coming out of turn 14, but here comes Henke. DRS enabled. ERS is on, and he's going to have the inside line. Joffrey's got a lot of straight line speed though, and Henke late on the brakes. I think Joffrey might switch back on him. He does, but Mass Jr. is going to come through to win the Chinese Grand Prix. Sausage Joe comes through in second, and right to the line go Joffrey and Henke. Joffrey's lost it into the wall. Onto the curb he went. Wow.
Oh, man. Oh, Joffrey really just pushing those dead tires as far as they would go. It was a cool fight between him and Hinky around those final couple of turns.
It was. He just took too much curb there.
Yeah, right at the end, a big spin, and Joffrey from 5th all the way down to 0 in terms of points. Man, that was quite a dramatic finish. Hinky, big recovery. Mass Jr. won a race that he deserved to win, but and had to really work for.
Yeah, Purple Sector F1, what a drive from their drivers. Really unlucky near the end, but Mass Jr. with a phenomenal performance there.
Sausage Show put on a really solid performance as well. I
Oh,
thought.
brilliant for FRL. Sausage Joe, his strategies today was incredible.
Yeah, he started on the hards and got all the value out of all those decisions. Splandy, a quiet race. We didn't see much of him, but third. And then and then Slipstream Racing, almost a rainbow because Mama missed the top 5. There he is in 6th, right? But almost a complete rainbow for the top 5.
Yeah,
Very,
you're
very
right.
close.
Yeah, that was really close. So a great drive from at least one of every league. But fantastic from Mass Jr., who wins the Chinese Grand Prix with the fastest lap. Sausage Joe takes P2, and Splandy takes a podium. Slipstream Racing get the main Wayne up in P4, and Mama as well from NMX up in P6. So a brilliant performance from them drivers. It's been a great race, hasn't it? And it's been a pleasure to do comms with you as well, Dresden.
I had a blast, Nathan. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. So we're going to be back next week as well for the last race of URL, and that's going to be Silverstone as well, isn't it?
It will. This race was a completely different feel between all 3 leagues, and who knows what Silverstone will hold.
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to watching it next week, but until then, I will see you guys again. So thanks for having me.
Yeah. Night, everybody.
Take care.